All right, everybody, you know what today is. Today is Monday, and on Monday, sometimes you have the blues, and when you get the blues, what do you need? You need better help. Sometimes people come in your shot, they take their own water, and then you need better help to figure out some things, guys. But that's why we got better help for you today, all right? Better help is not a crisis hotline, all right? It's not a self-help. It's a professional counseling done online, all right? You get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, and everything you share is confidential. You ain't got to go in no waiting room. It's done right online, all right? So this is what you need to do. As a listener, you get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor, BetterHelp.com/TrapHouse, all right? Join over 1 million people who've taken the charge to change their mental health, all right? That's BetterHelp.com/TrapHouse. Get better help.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Get your dead body in the back.
Welcome to the trap.
Tripping better than slipping.
Welcome to the trap.
But sometimes we tripping.
Welcome to the trap,
Welcome to the trap.
where we joke and rap,
Where we joking rap.
gut busting laughs, hand slapping laps.
Girl, slap it loud.
Get you through your day,
Get you through your day.
and it's free of cost.
I'm so cheap.
Don't you laugh too loud. Don't get fired by your boss.
Welcome to the Comedy Trap House.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of the Comedy Trap House. I'm your host, Rome Green Jr. in the building. With me, I got Cam. I got Emmanuel.
Yo.
We got Mike Mendez mixing on a Monday.
Yo.
What up? And ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest, but I got to bring this guest in right. All right.
Mike, remember the applause this time,
I
please.
got to bring this guest in
Mike.
right. This
Like it's not gonna be in the title.
It is going to be a type, but you still got to bring the guest in right. That's called hosting, people. You got to do it. All right. This guy, he came down from the mount. All right. The Lord said, let there be an ark of studio and on stages and he said, bring comedians in and distance the comedy 2 by 2. Yes, and you seen the burning bush, but he is bald, so it's no bush burning. All right, this guy here is a content creator, a manifesto of great things, ladies and gentlemen, a comedian. He is a business owner. He does it all. Ladies and gentlemen,
a father.
Most importantly, a father.
And most importantly,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome KevOnStage to the trap.
What up, man? Appreciate y'all, man. Shouts out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me, man.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
How you feeling, man?
I feel good, man. It's a good day. We're in the valley still.
Yeah.
I put the address in.
We are. You got excited, didn't you? As soon as you put the address in, you got excited. Like, yes.
people that don't live in LA area just don't understand.
They don't understand.
There's
Like,
nothing you can compare it to.
It's nothing really you can compare it to. You just gotta basically, if you a Crip, you just stay on your area. That's how we feel. Like the valley, we just stay over
just
here.
stay over
We
here.
don't want to go anywhere else.
I got here without even going on a freeway.
How amazing is that?
Go down this street.
Won't he do it?
I used to live 5 minutes walking from here. We didn't even know until we
saw you walking
one day.
Hilarious.
Is that Kevin?
Yeah. During the pandemic, he looked like he was sad. He was like, he okay?
And then I saw y'all getting grits at the Target.
Hilarious.
We only went for grits.
Oh yeah, that's the countryest thing you can see somebody doing.
You know what's funny?
I saw
Both of y'all
getting
could have
grits.
pointed at each other and been like, damn, they must be on hard times. Like, he walking, damn, he buying grits.
Everything
so
wrong.
funny because Cam was like, man, ain't nobody got the grits. We've been everywhere. Felt like the beginning was zombie. I hadn't had rice in 6 years.
In 6 years.
It's
Where's
a goddamn
the grits
food
at?
shelter. They ran out of grits.
The thing about it is, in LA, when you put in an address, it will determine if you're going to go or not.
Right.
Really quick. Somebody be like, hey, I want you to come support me. Yeah, brother, send me the address. Boom. Yeah, I don't know if I can support you, brother.
And that's
I ain't
the thing,
going.
when people come to LA like from out of town,
Yeah.
they have no concept
No.
of how big LA really is.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, man, I'm in town, man. I'm in Long Beach. I'm like, are you in town?
Hell no.
Are
That's
you
like
really
saying,
in town?
I'm in New York. Man, oh yeah, I'm in Philly. Come pick me up.
No.
Like that's literally how far. far it Philly is
is.
like an hour and a half from.
Yeah.
That's how far Long Beach is.
Yeah,
from where we
you got to
live.
think about taking a flight.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm really thinking like,
Yeah, let me catch the flight from Long Beach to LAX real quick.
Bruh.
Like,
Go from
nah.
Burbank
distinct in Long Beach.
Nah.
I get it, but you're not. You're not in town.
You're not.
That's how you know we got some dads, and we.
yeah.
We started off talking about road. I'm surprised we ain't getting into weather yet.
Oh, yeah.
we talking about traffic.
I'm happy about the weather today.
Yeah,
It's gonna be 80s today.
cold.
It's gonna be 80s today. We finally
It's gonna be okay. We back. We
man.
back. When you walk outside and you gotta look at the weather like
Yeah.
Dog,
you offended.
I feel like when we moved to LA and we pay this cost of living, we sign up for good weather.
Absolutely.
Right.
So when it's
Absolutely.
under that, I'm like, y'all not giving me my money's
Yeah,
worth.
Yeah, you get bougie
Definitely.
real quick.
Yeah.
You want that? You want last week on your tax return?
Right.
Right.
Last week on one of my tax returns.
Yeah.
last week on my tax return.
Oh my god.
But I'm glad to see you here,
Thank you,
man.
man.
You're
Thank
healthy.
you.
You're living. You walked in like you was hurting a little bit. You all right?
Man, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you.
Go ahead.
At 38, are you ever all right? I believe in my heart, you just accept a certain amount of pain.
No, for sure.
You just be like my foot. I got plantar fasciitis.
Dog,
One of
hold
my
on,
knees
hold
is
on.
going out.
You got plantar fasciitis?
Let me show you
My mom
something.
got to say, yeah, show us.
No,
do you have foot? Okay. I thought you.
I gotta put these in every shoe, or it's gonna be a long day.
I only hear that from the wide receivers on my football team.
Dog.
No. What
What
happens?
have you been doing?
What happens to your foot?
So what happened is I have very flat feet.
Me too.
Right, very flat.
I could tell by looking at you, flat feet. Like roll me, like I look at y'all and be like, y'all got some flat ass feet. Look at that.
So that is flat.
It's a board.
Yes. So what happens is like over the years, the older you are, those muscles just they get tired, they get stressed because you're in shoes that are not built for flat feet.
Gosh.
So the older you get, your body eventually is like, this just finna hurt a lot. If you don't,
This just finna hurt a lot.
You don't. I'm supposed to
yeah.
be doing more stuff like stretching and all that, but I don't. I just
Why you
put
not
this-
stretching, man?
I mean, I just don't have time.
Dedicate.
No, you-
man.
I mean, what
Dedicate
time
to
you
the
getting up?
stretch, to the
I be
foot
getting up at
stretch.
5. My alarm said 4:45.
So
Oh, he go after it. He go after it, just not
with
the feet.
Okay, just not with the
No.
feet. So me with flat feet, I had to prepare for plantar fasciitis, maybe.
You probably do. But I'm also heavy. That didn't help.
Gotcha.
My doctor
Okay.
was like, you 260.
Hey, you can tell when a doctor don't want to really tell you something. Like he like, I mean, and that's the
If he talking to you like this, he about to give you some truth that he don't want to say.
Yeah, between skinny and fat,
Okay, that's the second time a doctor did that to me. Like there was another time I was like, I'm gonna run 2 miles every day, and I didn't buy running shoes.
Yeah.
and I ran on
no.
concrete.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Bro, I didn't know. I didn't
Oh,
know.
no,
I
no.
literally
Yeah.
just got up, put on some, Prestos
Some
and ran
Skechers.
around. Ran around.
You've
So I went to-
evolved since the days of Africa, so
Dog.
there ain't no chance you had that, bro.
Dog. So my hip had started hurting, and I went to the doctor. I was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Man," he was asking me what I was doing. I was like, "Well, I'm running 2 miles, 3 miles."
Yeah.
He was like, "Okay, on a treadmill." I was like, "Nah, man." He was like, "On the grass?" I was like, "Nah, the street." Like I wake up out of my house and I run around the block.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Okay, did you get special running shoes?" I was like, "Nah." And I was like, "What is it?" He was like, "You're 260." He said, "Look at most runners. They're like 100."
I thought he was gonna say, so you've been running 2 miles, you
my
still
God.
260?
You're
Oh,
260.
He was like, "It's a lot of your body. It's a lot."
Now that we on
my
weight,
God,
now that
man.
we on weight, man, 600-pound life, man. That show there is.
I told him I
It's
can't
a
watch it
wild
because it makes me
show.
judgmental.
This
No, you
was-
can't watch it and not be judgmental.
Let me show you the clip I seen. It was a husband or somebody bringing this woman of.
Explain the show real quick.
So my 600-pound life is like they pretty much follow people that live a 600-pound life.
600-pound plus, or like
Yeah,
around
it could be
600
around 600
Right.
pounds. And, you see their daily,
Oh, Lord,
it's just. So this woman is sitting at the table. The table is about the big as the table we got here, and she was about as big as the table we got here.
Is that woman right there?
No, it was another woman. But
She is spilling over.
yeah,
bro.
she's spilling. And so you seen 2 full plates of spaghetti with 3 pieces of garlic bread on the plates. They came and they dropped the plates down. It's I guess a comedian doing the commentary. So as soon as she set the plates down, he said, "I know good and damn well both of them plates ain't for her. I know good and damn well both of them plates ain't for." I'm talking about, so it's 6 pieces of garlic bread full of spaghetti, and then she tops it with ranch.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
The
then here's
spaghetti
what-
with ranch.
Yes,
the whole-
and
she
the
liked
whole
it.
thing.
The
And then
whole
here's
thing.
what makes it worse. You see the kids' place come, they got a corner of spaghetti. He said, look at that, just that corner of them kids. You gonna get and I be feeling bad. I'm like, yo. But we say if I know somebody in that position, I'm just not feeding. They gonna have to be mad at me.
Right.
I'm not about to enable this. I'm not about to give you this type of power to be eating like this. I think it was
that's it
this,
right there.
that's the clip right there. That is.
Look at that guy. What? I know fucking well one of them plates belong to them children.
Chilling.
Yo, this is.
Look at this
Oh
shit
my
here.
gosh.
Look at this shit here.
Now look at the goddamn corner of spaghetti left for the fucking kids.
It's the commentary.
It is, man.
This scene
No,
worse
so
than it
like
really has to
that's
be.
wild, man. Like that's a lot of food, and it's like, at what point do you say, "Hey, man, you're 260"?
The doctor on that show be talking to people like that.
He
Doctor
like-
No,
Yeah, he like
he be like straight up talking to
He
people.
talks to
like,
all of them, all the
He talks to the
600s.
the people on the show, not contestants, but like the guests.
The guests,
Gotcha.
yeah.
He be like, "You gonna stop eating like that? You gonna die."
like
you
straight
got
up,
to. You
Straight
got
up,
to.
like
straight
that.
up.
You got
Yeah.
to. You
It's
got
like,
to.
come on, man.
That's a tough show, man. Because I mean, human nature is like, we are all kind of like, as long as I'm not the worst. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I went to
true.
There is a
Hawaii,
level of that. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
we,
For sure.
we love. Like, I went
Yeah.
to Hawaii. I was like, I didn't want to take my shirt off for real.
Yeah.
Then I got to the beach, and there was people bigger than me, freer than me.
So you're
And I was like,
yeah.
and I'm like, I don't care how big I get. I don't want a wet T-shirt sticking to me. Like
Yeah,
the rest of the world will just have to deal with what I
Right,
look like
right,
before
right.
I do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at all these free people.
Yeah.
And this was like 2009 or 10. Like
Yeah.
me and Melissa got it was like a freak internet price.
Got you.
The hotel, like people were on Facebook like, flights to Hawaii is $99. And we were like, no way. And we went and we just bought them.
Wow.
Right. And that's the only way we could afford to go to Hawaii at that time
Yeah,
in our life.
yeah.
Exactly.
But after that moment, I was like, bro, y'all just gonna have to deal.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's
You have to be
that
uncomfortable.
vulnerability. It helps people
Yeah.
sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I've, like, have you always like struggled with weight shit?
So
Because I know I have. For
I
sure.
feel like I always have. As a kid, I was like, my brother was standing in sports and stuff like that, and I was chubby, and then I grew a lot in a short amount of time.
Okay.
So I had a good 3-4 year run.
being
Like,
kind of skinny.
Kind of
4 year
slim in
run.
high school.
That's when you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
your
yeah.
wife.
High school. That's
I'm gonna take advantage of these 3 years.
I pushed all my chips in at my
he said,
prime.
"Here, I'm all in. Here you go."
Right.
And bruh, and then when I got to college, like most people, that
Yeah.
was the first time I was like, okay, so freshman 15, 20, or 30. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I got over 200. I remember the first time I hit over 200, I was like, I got to get down. And I didn't have it. I never got back.
Did that?
I'm the opposite. I'm a hard gainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
that's
can't gain
Some people
weight
had
like
that
that.
shit. I say,
Oh, yeah.
that's
the
some
thing.
bullshit.
I
Here's the
got-
crazy thing.
I-
To him, that's as important as it is.
No,
to
it's
Yeah.
not.
me.
No,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Like,
The
not
world,
anymore.
the
Not
world,
anymore. Yeah, yeah.
the world.
Yeah,
Okay, it
I
might
don't
be. Yeah, it's not. But the world shames fat people
Oh,
more
yeah,
than anything
absolutely.
else.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
nobody's talking about look at this skinny motherfucker. Like,
That's true.
Except
That's
me
true.
when I call him that.
But I mean, a lot of times people internally, they feel the same way you feel. But to your
True.
point, the world be like, you're fat though.
Yeah, you like you a fat ass.
It took me a year in the gym. I'm talking about a full year to gain 20 pounds. And if I stopped in like 2 weeks, really? Like, I gotta work.
I eat both of them plates. I'm gonna have 20 pounds on me.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's
it's
what
gonna
I'm
stick to me
saying.
immediately.
I can let myself. I can never work out again. Eat McDonald's. I still won't be.
That's a blessing.
Yeah,
I'll be
I think
unhealthy
also
as that.
metabolism gets worse as you age.
I mean, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
I've been working out for 2 months, and I'd be looking in the gym. I'd be like, I also could not be doing this, and I don't know that I would see much of a difference at all. And I know in your mind, you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
it takes
yeah.
longer, but I want faster.
That's
I
why.
guarantee if you do 75 hard, you'll see.
Have you
I
heard
thought
about
about
that?
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you should try.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I'm doing it
You
now.
wrote it down. Where you write it at?
I wrote it in my notes.
He said I wrote it down. Fuck out.
When me and Rome did it, when me and Rome did, I lost weight. I didn't want to lose weight. Even I
You ain't got no
lost weight.
choice, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
just-
ain't
Yeah.
got no choice.
And
Because
you
you're
drinking-
on it right now, right?
Yeah,
You-
I'm
you-
on week 6 now. It's
Yeah.
like all the water alone,
Yeah.
filling up your stomach, and then you just stick to a
workouts,
diet. And honestly,
walking.
2 workouts ain't that bad. Like it depends. You choose the workout,
Right,
So
right.
like me and my girl would just go walking, jogging in the morning sometimes until I start fucking up my knee. But you know, age. My doctor like you know. You're just, everything's bad.
Yeah.
Right. That's what he said. You're 35.
We had the age where you yawn and you be like, I think I pulled something.
Right,
No,
right.
I think I pulled something.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. I wake up in the morning sometimes like, what's happening? Like my body is just.
Oh man.
Look, you know, but you know what we need? We need better help, which is our sponsor for
Hey-o.
today.
There
That's
you go.
exactly what we need. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tap in with our sponsor, BetterHelp, because guess what, man? If you in the gym and your knees start hurting and you like, why I keep feeling like this? Or you walk past the mirror and you like, why I keep looking like this? You feeling depressed, anxious, anxiety, anything going on? Man, BetterHelp is exactly what you need.
Especially when people are keeping it real with
That's
you.
what I'm
like,
saying.
really, Rome, that segue was like a 7. So there's room for improvement, and he might need better help. We all need better help.
It's
in some
above
way.
average, but that's why I need better help, because it's not a crisis hotline, all right? It's a professional counseling done securely online, all right, without having to ever sit in an uncomfortable waiting room, because them waiting rooms, they be uncomfortable. They be kind of cold in there, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we like better help over on this side, all right? Stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, self-esteem, grief, family conflicts. I mean, you know, whatever. You got a cousin that's been acting up, acting crazy, you need to get it off your chest. BetterHelp, all right? So many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states, all right? So start living a happier life today, and as a listener, you get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor, BetterHelp.com/traphouse, all right? That's BetterHelp.com/traphouse. Now get you some better help.
And you don't have to leave the valley.
And you ain't gotta leave
know
the
what I'm
valley.
saying? You stay right home.
Oh, that's so key, man.
We want to talk about this MMA fight that Cam sent over. You'll enjoy this. We'll play like a minute of it.
So I set it up first.
Oh yeah, set it up. Yeah.
So DB Shotta sent this to my DM. He
Yeah.
said we gotta talk about this. So it was an MMA fight between a 79-year-old granddad and his grandson, who's like 20, against a trans woman, and she whooped their ass.
Yeah.
Wait, 2-on-1?
Yeah,
on one.
two on.
At the same time?
Yes,
Yeah.
At the same time.
My thing is,
It was a
what
big
is the
body
point?
threesome. Yeah, it was.
So this, when you say trans woman, used to be a man.
Yeah.
Or it could be
Born a man, now is a woman.
Woman, right?
But look,
So it's still all men fighting each other, or forming.
Wait a minute, she got hands. Within 15 seconds, she put down the grandfather and his grandson. I see why the second generation brother didn't make the trip. She took care of him in the parking lot. Her body built during Thanksgiving, and she handing out leftovers.
what is this?
Turns out
Like, I
he
feel
don't
like
have
I-
teeth.
He don't have
Because
teeth?
the old timer battling the woman and Parkinson's
He don't have
at the
teeth or
exact same
hands.
time.
We have you surrounded. Don't you dare touch me.
Why are the 2-on-1 people afraid?
That's what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
Y'all have 4 hands together.
You got attack from both sides. Now it's a lot of sides to attack from, but you got to attack from both sides.
But you kind of understand once they throw the punches, because look at him.
I know she
Look how
large,
that-
but your foot's
the
not
grandson
getting
runs
up.
around.
What's the he said?
He's 79, man. I gotta give him a
Homie just gonna
pass.
stand
But
by.
the grandson
I feel
is
like I'd
galloping.
kill him if I punch him.
They supposed to be fighting the granddad using scratch attack.
What?
Why is he trying to smack her?
This ain't real, man.
It is real.
I mean, I don't think they're
Where are they
taking
doing
this
this at?
This has to be Russia.
The
The
alphabet looks like it's
somewhere
in Eastern Europe.
in there looking like he taking a Zumba class. Grandson in there looking like he afraid of his own shadow.
You
Yeah,
get
so
the
that's
point.
pretty-
But
Yeah.
she knocked them down
Yeah,
a
she
couple
knocked
of
them
times.
down.
Yeah, that's-
It's ridiculous.
She won?
Oh no!
Yeah.
At the end, it was a tie.
It was a tie.
No way.
then. So you know, it was just they did that for fun, I guess.
You remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna come true soon.
I can see that.
Actually, or the
No, I think it's actually they're gonna start having. Think about all the celebrities now that are actually doing boxing fights.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now you got stuff like this. They're trying to see. They have men versus women fighting straight up too, not even trans or nothing.
Yeah,
I think it's coming.
it could be.
10 years, 10, 15
But who willing
years.
to
It
die for
definitely
that?
could be.
You know, $1 billion, you go out
But it was $1 billion if you dead.
to your family.
Or you mean actual death?
Oh, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
Thing is, the people who die think they won't die.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like that was like the
thing.
Squid Game thing. Like you think you're gonna win.
But guess what? The Squid Game, they came back.
They did.
They did come
back. They came back. They chose to come back.
Not me.
They chose to come back.
Dog, most of them came. They were like, being poor is worse than being dead.
That's
right.
Like,
that's it. I mean, that's how a lot of people
that's
feel.
how bad poverty be sometimes.
I'll be like, bro, you need to be poor in California because we got tents, we got sunshine. Man. Come out here. You'd rather be here than Squid Game.
But that when I see, I was like, this just look. As a family member, if you watching this, you like, what my granddad out here doing? What granddaddy out here doing?
Well, they got the face tattoos. They probably were just
that's
like,
true.
Man,
Yeah. They might not have family past them too.
Right.
Right. They fighting for legacy.
They fighting for legacy. They like this is it. But what we got next is mom water torture. Oh, that sounds wild. Was that American?
You know what? Damn, I should have sent Mike the video. Maybe you could look up mom water torture kids. But basically, there was this
crazy.
mom.
This is good because he's the father. I want to see what he thinks.
I'm pretty sure you've seen this just being online, but there's a thing of TikTok moms, okay?
Yeah.
Like where they use their kids as do pranks, do funny things, whatever, but it kind of pushes taking advantage of your kids.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of
That's
your
like
kids.
I was like to take.
Oh, is this the one with the spray bottle?
Yes.
She was spraying him and the
spray
dude
bottle.
did the whole like,
Yes.
this is why this is bad?
Yes. So
I just saw this yesterday.
It happened maybe last week, but the mom, she's this former baddie, you could tell.
Okay. Okay. Pre baddie.
I'm gonna see if I can find it on my Twitter.
She
I can't find it.
She has a son sitting in front of her.
Yeah.
And she's doing this where she has to do his hair or something.
Okay.
You know, she's trying to figure, this is a Latina family or something. So she's spraying water in his head and she got the camera set up, but she overdoes it. Like, you know how barbers pour water on the face too much?
Yeah.
When you're in the sink, they act like they're doing that.
Yeah.
She was doing that to her little son.
Okay.
And as she's spraying, the kid starts saying, no, mommy, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying, to the point he starts crying. And she keeps going and she's laughing about it.
That's very weird.
Yeah, it's like it was a prank gone wrong a long time ago.
I got you.
Like you see the actual video, or you saw the guy breaking it down?
I saw two videos. I saw one where the guy broke it down, and I saw another. She reposted. She took that video down of her son and did another one with her daughter. But where she wasn't crying as much. So you could tell she said, oh, just laugh in this one. And daughter was kind of laughing. But you could see while she's getting sprayed, she's kind of like, it's just like, it's too much.
Yeah.
So just for TikTok. That's what she did.
Just for TikTok likes. It was like, he was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, it was like, dog, it went on for like a long time.
Yeah.
It's like awkwardly long.
Bro, it was like a spray bottle person just kept, like, eventually the kid was just drenched and he was just like,
and he's crying. He's just defeated. Like, he's literally just head down, just like, and the mom just laughing. I'm like,
it was wild. And that's the thing, like,
with y'all?
that's why I was afraid with my kids in the industry, because I realized quickly, like, they only care about you enough as you can perform.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They don't care past the moment when that camera cuts. Yeah. What happens to you as a person doesn't matter. But to that child, it's very impactful. I remember when I was like, y'all, my kid's finna be out of this business. When my youngest son didn't want to make a video, and the people on set were like, what do you want? You know, like a banana, or, you know, and he was like,
and he didn't want to perform.
He didn't want to do the video.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was like, an apple. And they're like, we don't have any apples. We'll go to the store. And I was like, no, you ain't going to the store. And then they were later like, what do you need? He was like, a puppy. And they were like, okay, we'll go to PetSmart. And I was like, are y'all out of your mind?
I give him a puppy.
This kid is 3 years old. 4 years, you don't get no puppy.
Then I got to take care of
No, we will go home. I don't even want you thinking that the world works like this. The world, I don't even want you to think that's how it works.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do this, we will go home.
Yeah, we go home.
You don't have to do this. You don't have, because the thing with acting, I used to tell them, like, you can play sports mad, you can play chess, but when you act, the camera's gonna pick up.
For sure.
So if y'all don't want to do this, we don't got to do it. We ain't got to do that. But that's because I want to make sure their mental health is
Got
good.
you.
But Joe Jackson was like, you will.
You doing this, and you ain't getting a puppy.
You ain't getting no type of puppy. But you do a good job.
Switch
but
up
like,
that nose, nigga.
like you talking about parents that do stuff with their kid. You do a good job of making funny kids playing like that. That stuff is that's just straight. You just spraying water.
It's too much.
So that was the whole prank, was spraying him with water.
It was but it wasn't. Yeah, it was like.
It's overdoing it.
It was overdoing it. The kid actually, he asked her to, the guy who broke it down was like, he's kind of asked her to stop non-verbally. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was
let's go, Mike. I couldn't
take it back.
Kids and how it can turn problematic just like that. And for what? Social media views and likes.
What did he say? What happened?
He indirectly asked you to stop. We should be noting here that he doesn't like it.
You wanted me, Mommy.
Okay, here we can note the distress in their voice and we should consider that maybe we went too far and should pull back. Benefit of the doubt, maybe it wasn't direct enough and you missed it.
Stop it. Sorry.
Okay, they clearly asked you to stop there. So this is the point where we need to respect their words and let the bit go.
Give my wet, Mommy.
Okay, he is clearly upset. You're laughing at him and you're teaching him that his voice doesn't matter.
Sorry, Malcolm. Sorry.
5 times he's now asked you to stop, and you continue doing it and laughing and giving meaningless apologies.
She's still doing it.
And now
She wild. She wild.
Forever.
And he just gave up. That's like.
And the CPS got called.
No.
This dude.
Like.
I think this dude was the only guy that made something about it.
Because I'm in chat. There's no. Because usually when stuff like this happens, I go to the people's thing, see how their audience is responding. It's like this never happened. You know what I mean? Like nobody in the comment, or unless they're deleting it. But nobody seems to care. But like that kid, I was like, dang.
She got wet and had kids. Now she want to wear their kids. Ridiculous.
Come on, man.
You got sound effects in real time.
You was on it because you hit that right on time. You was on it.
Gotta have that pre-program.
Quickest finger.
But real quick, last note on that TikTok stuff. It's almost like the interracial couples. Like it's a lot of interracial couples on TikTok. I seen a video where, all right, I seen an interracial couple. I guess she was doing some dance, and they said she looked like unseasoned mayo flapping around out there. But it was a white girl, black dude. It looked like Jules dancing from Euphoria.
No, it was her. That's what I heard.
Nah, somebody said it wasn't her. But so anyway, so they on their page. I was like, let me go to their actual page.
Yeah,
and it's a lot of content like, oh, haters are mad because we're together.
Right.
Oh, look at me, I'm with a black man and they're upset, and they feed off of that. You know, it's different if you're in a relationship and you just have relationship stuff.
Right.
Not every post like, oh, well, they take a comment that somebody said and, oh, you mad about this, and why are you all together? Oh, we never breaking up because he likes white girls or and I'm like, this feels weird.
It feels weird. It feels weird, man.
It's a lot of weird stuff.
I think in the future, we're gonna find out like how much of an effect this shit.
Oh, for sure.
Has
Oh,
on us,
man,
like crazy. Because you even between relationships right now, like thank God you in a marriage because it's wild out there. It's wild out here in these streets, bro.
I think
the dynamics is crazy. And
every day,
especially if you can't gain weight in them.
Right.
Wow.
But yeah, like how do you ever consider that with your kids too? Like I know you just mentioned like for the acting part, but just like being on social media, period. Do you see any effect on them?
Or
are they even on?
No, they're on. The thing
because
about
how old
it
are they
man,
now?
They're 15 and 13.
15 and 13, yeah.
My kids, they're not even using social media like I use it. Okay. Right? They use, like my oldest, I believe, use Snapchat. But his big thing is like Discord.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they have the whole Discord thing. And I think as a parent, you're never, I mean, you can try, but the whole point of being a kid is to make stuff that your parents can't find out about.
Right. Sneaks.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? No matter, even back in the cave days, it was like, man, listen, we got fire over here. They don't know about that yet. They ain't
smuggling
even
fire.
Y'all have fire over there.
Fire.
So I think that's part of like
grapes were the hottest commodity.
Right.
We found this bush.
So I think I do my best and check in with them often early. I learn about their friends.
Yeah.
Try to have their friends come to our house, see who's tripping, who's potentially crazy.
Gotcha.
Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think you know, I obviously I don't think I catch everything, but I kind of monitor their stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And their thing. Luckily, my youngest son don't be on that hardly at all. My oldest son, they're both kind of off that, at least for the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I always think about that, like, eventually they gonna go to therapy. I just don't know.
Just not because of you. Sure. Just not because of
me.
Did you have a set age where they could get on social media? Or?
I would love to say I was that parent. But I was like, here's an iPhone.
Go do what you do. No, but I think that's how most people are, though. You know what I'm saying?
Like, think about babies. Like, and I'm not even like shading you. You do the best you can. But now most kids, babies, they got an iPad with them at all times.
And killing it.
Coco Melon is like, shut up and watch it, baby. You know what I mean? Like, they're making Blippy, they're making a killing off that.
They're killing it.
But every parent of every generation, if you don't have means, you're just trying to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our generation, it was like, go home from school.
Yeah.
Here's your key. I'll be home at 7.
Yeah.
Take that chicken down.
And you better put it in you better have it thawed out and ready.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now our kids, this generation, like, we might drop them off at home, but it's like, I got to work or whatever, be on YouTube or play the game. Like, I feel like if you ain't rich, you trying to do. But even like Queen Elizabeth, like, she was like, here's my child. All right, raise them. Like, she wasn't trying to like mother them like that.
Well, that's what they do in the wild. You know, they have the kids and they all right. Well, have
but in
fun.
all honesty, I mean, it's all a substitute for like that saying that, you know, it takes a village to raise kids.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we don't even have time to have a village.
Takes an app.
You know what I'm saying? So it takes apps. It does. It takes some Netflix. It takes some like, hey, iPad, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I think we're gonna see what the, you know, what the consequences are.
Absolutely. There's going to be ramifications. I think we just don't know what they are.
Right.
That's why we have better help, man.
Come on, man.
Better help, man.
Come on, man. /trap. You know what I'm saying? Batman is happening this week.
I'm ready. That's my favorite superhero.
Are you
I've
a
been
fan?
waiting.
Me? Yeah.
Oh, love Batman.
You going this weekend?
I am going this weekend. Need to get tickets. By the way, you just reminded me. Let me.
Because they
just got mine.
Yeah, because they
at
filling
the
up.
Porter Ranch Theater. And
Did
all
they?
them
Yeah, they filling up.
Filling up.
They I feel like they have rebooted Batman a lot in the last 15 years. Like, I feel like he gets rebooted probably more than any superhero.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Christopher Nolan series is some of the best work superhero ever. The Dark Knight is my favorite. It's top 5 movies for me of all movies.
Gotcha.
I feel like it's just such a well done.
Like all of the
of all movies.
All movies.
Okay, gotcha.
That one specifically is my favorite.
Gotcha.
Batman Begins is a great origin story. It's usually hard to get a good origin story.
Yeah.
The way Bane died just ruined that. I was like, dog, Batman has to kill you.
Yeah.
Batman has to kill you.
Yeah, because he got shot on something.
Yeah,
on the
by
Catwoman. Yeah, that's right.
That can't happen. He beat Batman and broke his back.
Was that the one with the bad death?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Bad death?
Yeah.
Remember the girl, the main love interest, I think, the lady, she had this scene where she was dying and something.
Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
Terrible death.
Yes, it was awful. But the funniest thing about that movie, Batman got stabbed. The way he looked at her, he was like, why would you stab me?
Come on now.
Why would you do that?
The most important thing I know is while buying my tickets that half the times that I could go see it weren't available for me because I'm too sleepy to go at that time. The older I get, I can't go to the theater after 8 p.m. no more.
They got 10 o'clock. Yeah, no, they got 10 o'clock showings. What I'm doing in there?
When I was young, I wanted the latest show. I wanted to be cool
for
and
sure.
be out late. Now I go 10 a.m.
Yeah, man.
What's the runtime on that?
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours, bro.
It's close to 3 hours.
8 a.m. and
I'll
after.
never make it.
I would have just been asleep at the movie theater. 1 o'clock in the morning? Dog.
Come on now.
I wouldn't go for my own movie. My own movie was premiering. They were like 10 o'clock. I was like,
who said that?
Kev. There ain't no Kev in my life.
What's your usual bedtime?
I'd be in the bed by 9.
No,
Sit dead. People always think I'm joking.
Yeah, you're not joking.
I'm not always asleep. But around 9, I'm hey y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and
I gotta be comfortable.
8:39 for me. I'm up at 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I don't be on and that it keeps me out of trouble.
Yeah.
It keeps me focused.
And I think people don't realize, like, it's not even that. Like, say you wanted to get some work done and like maybe you really wanted to. You physically can't.
No.
Like your body says you've been up all day.
Yes.
That's it for you.
Absolutely.
Lay down.
You'll be surprised how much you get done before 1 p.m. when you wake up.
Yeah.
Like, I
No,
finished 2 edits before we started this. There's so much I accomplished.
I went to shoot a music video with Mike on Saturday, and we got up around 5 a.m. And it felt like after we finished the shoot, it was like 12. And I just felt like I had the whole day to live like that.
That's how I like to live my life.
Yeah.
Like I want to come. Like by now we'll be done here next 30 minutes or so. I've went to the gym. I took myself to school. I've shot and edited 2 videos. I had an interview. I'm pulling sides for auditions.
Yeah.
And it ain't even noon yet.
And you doing all this with flat feet.
With flat feet. That's a
You can do it too.
You can do anything with flat feet.
That's
a feat in itself.
That's a feet in itself. Do not be defeated.
That's a feat in itself.
Flat feet is a feat in itself. That's hilarious. That's the name of the podcast.
Flat feet is a feat in itself.
That's hilarious.
That's real. That's real. You genuinely, it's true. You up early. It just can't. You don't even have the urge to be up late.
I ain't got nothing to prove no more.
Yeah,
I'm past that age. When you're a kid, you trying to prove I can be up late. You don't want to go to bed as a kid.
Right.
I want to go to bed.
You know the funniest thing? You know the funniest thing is like when if you're watching a movie on a laptop, it's like 8:45 and you feel yourself get sleepy. I used to be like, nah, man, I gotta make it. As soon as I feel the sleep.
Yep, close to the way. Yep, oh yeah.
Listen to your body. That movie gonna be right there when you open it back up.
Now I have a very important question to ask, just because it's good to have somebody that's a father, and man, we have all these single Hollywood men and women come through here. Do you wear pajama pants?
I sleep butt naked.
Wait.
Why is that funny?
It do sound funny.
I thought we were going to relate on the pajama pants.
Naked.
This man said butt ass.
Butt naked.
And is your wife okay?
You in the bed looking like a glop of caramel.
and I know he sleep on his stomach. Too.
Oh yeah, he sleep on his stomach. Cam look like he sleep on his stomach for sure. Oh, he fold his arms back. He don't even use his arms.
No, he look like a Family Guy a character, dog. Oh my god.
His wife be like, Cam, baby, you gonna hurt yourself. Go wake up.
Do you ever fall asleep on the couch?
No.
Okay.
Not
Right. So you're not a TV watcher.
This nigga, I go to
He
put in the GPS on the couch. I go to bed.
That alarm go off?
I fall asleep. I take naps or I fall asleep. And it's a beautiful thing to when a nap just takes you.
Oh yeah.
You should have been doing something that's the best nap. When it's time to go to bed, I be by that time, my wife loves it. I don't know if she loves it, but she is small and thin, and she's always cold. So it gives her something warm to put. She'll put her feet on my back or tuck it under where my stomach hangs over. And this is what I bring to the relationship.
You gotta know what you bring.
I tell people all the time.
You gotta know what you bring, man.
The key about relationships, you got to know what's your strength and your weakness. Tom Brady, he knows he cannot run like Michael Vick. So he has to do what he does well. I know I'm not finna Idris Elba you. That's why I gotta pick the kids up on time. I gotta be vulnerable. I'm not finna also take you down all night.
No, for sure.
That ain't me.
You got a 20-minute window, maybe.
20?
15. 10-15.
I'm gonna make sure you reach the promised land first. That way all the pressure's off you.
I can do what I want to after that.
And all of this is gonna be before 8:30. Because he gotta go to sleep.
He take the ball, he bounce it in her court. Boom, there you go. I'm done.
Now I'll take all the time she needs.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
get me wrong.
For sure.
But when it's my turn, we ain't got to be before you long. I'm finna close.
Good night.
Man. I'm finna close. And that's what I love about being in a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
That needs a press. A new woman, like, will take me down all night. Never mind. I'm not doing anything all night.
If cheating involves all night, can't do it. Okay. Sounds disgusting.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah. No, it's not worth it.
Come to an
Like
understanding.
I've had women get mad at me because I said, nope, I'm going to bed. You want to go? You want to meet us out and go? You want to meet you out where? At 10? Nah,
I'm already 2 hours in. I'm already 2 hours in sleep.
You in rim?
All I'm gonna do is
above the rim. He's above the rim.
Dreams directed by Christopher Nolan.
12? That's 2. That's 12.
You know, some people start getting ready at like 10.
I've heard stories of this. I've heard
We sound like
tale.
ancient Kev. There's one story of young people who go out after 10 o'clock.
Like he told me the other day, we gotta go to a movie premiere. I said, "What time it start?" He said 7. I said 7.
He started calculating the hours. Like, wait a minute.
So I have an hour and a half in. I'm gonna be sleeping. Like, come on, man.
Damn, dog.
I know y'all listen to this like, damn, Dormtainment finally did it. They reached the pinnacle.
Proud.
That's
Proud.
But
Sleep
that should
time.
be the goal. I don't believe in this whole like grind culture. Don't sleep. I sleep well.
That sleep well.
I sleep.
That's why you're doing well.
Yeah, bro. It's a lie.
It's a whole lie.
And I'm not even saying you have to do it my way.
Yeah,
if you're a late person,
do your thing.
Then you need to sleep later into the day. If you know like a lot of musicians, they
Yeah.
gotta work till 3 a.m. That's fine.
No.
But that means you need to be sleep till 2 p.m.
We would work well with Eminem. We read something or seen something where he said this man said he in the studio 9 to 5. I said I feel you.
Like work.
Like work.
Oh, you don't do that midnight?
Nope.
At noon, he takes his lunch.
It's noon. He take a
They
lunch.
was like, "You gonna lay your verse?" He like, "I'll do it after I get back."
That's hilarious. yo.
No way.
That's hilarious.
Taking
yo.
a lunch from nigga. What's that? 12? Punch me right
Yeah, punch me right there. I can't miss lunch. I got it. Can you bring me my kale salad, please?
But I've never been a night owl. I've always been.
I've been a morning.
So it just
morning
won't work.
person for a long
That's
time.
funny. My youngest son is like that too. Like usually kids are not like that.
Yeah.
But he sets his alarm to go to sleep in case he's excited and playing the game.
Hilarious.
That's
10
fun.
o'clock. He like, oh, hey, I
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
game.
That's fantastic.
No, that's great. Yeah,
Right,
that's
he
That
great.
man is
Serious, bro.
on his own.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He
know
know
time.
He planning to take over your business. That's what he doing. He like, let me start getting up early now.
Oh, yeah.
I know Dad got the plantar fasciitis. He gonna go down soon. So
He
let
got
me-
it planned out like the Sopranos. He's gonna take down his father. He's gonna go be the next one up.
And you know, if he say something wild, you can't chase him because you naked. So you gonna take your while get dressed. So he out.
Yo,
Can't chase people naked.
that's what you don't want. Now this is good. Have your kids ever walked in on you naked or of any of sorts?
Here's the thing about it. They don't have to walk in.
They don't have.
I walk around the house naked.
He is like an island dad. He don't give a
I
fuck.
don't care. Especially if you come in my room.
Yeah, got you. That's your sanctuary.
And the thing that's funny, I thought when they were babies, I was like, okay, when they get older, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
But then like I was just like,
I don't care. You got 2 sons.
no, we all
That's
got
how my dad
balls.
was.
We all got balls.
My
That's how my
wife don't
dad
do
was.
that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But me, and I'd be on soft. I don't even be like, and not even
on me.
You know what? That's the
No,
beauty
I'm
of
not gonna lie to y'all.
marriage.
He pay the bills.
You got
He
so
ain't
much
gotta-
you know how much confidence as a man to walk around just on soft.
Dog,
I'm out
I made you. I paid the bills. Why I gotta be?
on soft is such a premier experience.
It's a
that is me at my most vulnerable.
On soft.
On soft.
The only way, I could feel if the kid has a bigger dick than me, then I can't walk around on soft. I'm gonna have to stroke up a little bit, fluff up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So that means you stay in Superman pose confidently.
No, I don't even stand.
So you be Vin
I stand
Rames.
like this. I stand one.
So you be Vin Rames in the kitchen.
Yes. No socks though.
There's men out there, when you reach the pinnacle of where you can walk around on soft confident, you've made it as a man.
Yeah,
you
Your
pay
ultimate
bills.
don't give a fuck.
Your ultimate.
Yeah,
You don't
That's
care.
what rappers need to rap about.
That's on soft.
All these hoes.
Yeah.
Uber's here. No, I'm on soft.
I'm on soft.
Nigga,
Feeling confident. I'm feeling confident. On soft. Feeling confident.
I be sleeping butt naked in my bed.
There we go.
On soft with my confidence.
Hey.
With my confidence. On soft with my confidence.
Hey.
On soft with my
telling you,
confidence.
man.
If my kid walk in, I don't care. On soft with my confidence. I pay the bills on soft with my confidence.
Dad, why you ain't got no pants on? Mind your business.
That's what it is. Rappers need to really talk about that.
Yes, I want a rapper to rap about wholesome actual things that I can relate.
yeah.
Like Jay-Z's 444.
Yeah, 444.
Bruh, I was like, now this is some content. I really
this is substance.
richness and weed and all that. I don't know. But me and my wife beefing, I ain't leaving. Now this I can relate to.
Got you.
This is some
Got
now
you.
this is this I understand.
That's what I'm interested
I
in.
would feel so bad if that happened to you. I'm like, damn, Kev died naked. I know he was in there naked. So it burns all
He
over
died
his
of
body.
extreme plantar fasciitis on the hill.
The quote from his doctor
Extreme.
said, He was 260 pounds.
His wife survived.
His kids say, Dad was on soft, and the next thing I know, I don't know what happened.
On the ground.
That's how you wrap all the jokes back around, ladies and gentlemen.
amazing,
That's called
man.
comedy. Let's talk about vacationships.
Yeah, so
Let's
I've seen
do
a
it.
thing since we talk about relationships
Yeah.
that there's people now that's going on vacationships. So they're in a relationship only on vacation and have all the benefits of a relationship on vacation. But
Okay.
when you go back, that's it. So it's like, you know how you have certain travel friends.
Yeah.
They have travel booze. Now.
Now, here's the thing. That works very well in the woman's favor. Very well. Because most of the time, the dude gonna pay for it. To be honest, when you look at these,
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But if the dude is getting sexual gratification,
no. That's what I said.
fair trade off, I guess.
In the woman's favor, it could work very well. But this also sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like
It sounds like a lot.
Here's the thing that
Yeah.
I'm curious about.
Yeah.
The vacation sex. Wait. Well, to me,
Yeah.
the whole like that's part of like the thing you look forward to.
Yeah.
And if she is on her monthly situation,
Well, she better not.
Well, I think they'll plan around that.
they gotta
'cause
plan.
you gotta
yeah.
plan
Mother
around
Nature
that's
could be
the
like,
whole-
yeah, man, but nah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta.
Baby, I'm
she
gonna
got to know
send
her
you back
weeks.
home.
Yeah, she got to know her
Yeah,
weeks.
she got to know her. She
If
got
y'all both planning to do this, y'all got to sync up.
Yeah.
So how far in advance can you plan? Because you could be off one week.
You could be off.
Week
You
early, week late.
Damn, that's
Still
a man
not
that been married a
pregnant.
long time.
Oh, come on, man. You know this has happened. I said, hey, we just got to Rome.
I'm booking the tickets as soon as you get on your period.
Right.
So by
Got
the
you.
time we go, you off of
okay,
it,
okay,
right?
That's what
man.
I'm saying. You can't plan it 6 months ahead.
Okay, it got to be like a month out. Like,
Yeah.
The better question now that you brought up, you say you look forward to vacation sex.
Yes.
Does she require more from you during vacation then? Does she
No,
act like, all right, I
would
know
think
at home you
I
working.
don't think it's that. I think for us, it's there's so many things that you don't have to do. You don't have to pick up and drop off kids. You don't have to make the bed. You don't have to cook.
Yeah.
So you're more free to do stuff. Like you know, but at this age, it's like, yeah, we can have sex, but I really need to clean the kitchen. Because if I wake up and the kitchen's not clean, then I can't make breakfast. Now my whole day's off.
Got you.
So in vacation, they come
God.
and bring the dishes in and take them out.
Yeah,
That's
so
one
you
that-
ain't got to worry about that.
I ain't got no meetings. It's the freedom of responsibility that opens you up to sexual.
Ooh, okay.
Life is really like, oh, I got to do this. I got to get up. I got a meeting. I got to drop my son, the dog. Got to take. Got to take the dog. He can't do morning sex. The dog got to go out.
Yeah.
Kev, you
Nobody
be
told
preaching,
me
dog.
That's real.
No, people need
That's
to
real.
hear
No,
this,
that's
man. People right
'Cause this
now,
what goes on in a relationship.
especially
got too much
women,
expectations.
they have this expectation of a vacation lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People
yeah,
got this
yeah.
expectation like, I want to travel everywhere all the time. Like, that ain't happening. You got a nigga that's going to be butt naked in the bed next to you. He going to walk around. You going
Yeah.
to be
Arms
well
soft.
taken care of, but goddamn it, life is going to happen.
Kevin Hart
Right?
said it best. He was like, I can't give her the sex I used to give her. He like, now that I'm rich and working hard, he like, you can't have both.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
know
You can't
better.
have both.
Yeah.
The thing about being an entrepreneur in this lifestyle, you could decide you want to shoot this in Miami.
You could.
Right?
Yeah.
But you are almost always going to have to do some level of work.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If you can't just not do. And if you don't, like if you really want to go off the grid, then before you go, you're gonna have to do an insane amount of work.
Yep.
Or when you come back. So to appease that, we'd be like, I'm gonna have to do a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Right.
But the trade-off is you might be able to be in the Bahamas,
Right.
but you're also going to have to check an email or respond to an advertiser or double check an upload.
Yep.
You telling
know
my
what I'm
whole
saying?
origin story. I'm Bahamian. I'm from Miami. I'm like, is he talking about me? Miami's the worst place to work. It's too much.
Yeah, it's too much traffic. For single men in Miami, no. They don't go there. You gotta
Don't
go
go
to
there.
gotta go to Wyoming or something. Like Montana. It's somewhere in the cut somewhere. That's where you gotta be at.
But that's what we did before Africa. Got like weeks of work.
Yeah, that's what you
done.
got. Yeah,
Used to
yeah.
get free. I don't want to think about work.
And that's what we did. We used to do that. Now we take breaks from our podcasts are usually a thing that's hard.
Gotcha.
Because the ads, you know, the benefit of podcasting, you got to do the ads. No ad usually is really well paying.
Right.
It's they add up.
Consistency. Yeah.
But then like you guys, this podcast, you need the week's worth of internet to make the podcast. So if you don't have that, it means you have to go and source topics or not get paid.
You know,
what I'm
internet
saying?
time different. We
Yeah,
are, internet
you
time
come back from
different.
3 weeks and like, man, that baby's in high school.
He was just he was just getting water sprayed on his head. Like, what? Like, what's going on?
I saw him crying in the video.
But no, that's it. Like, it sounds fun. The idea of a vacationship sounds fun.
Yes,
but it also could be stressful. It could be definitely stressful.
Especially if you love hard or you really want to be with somebody. Like,
as soon as you leave, you're like, that was actually fun. Like,
but now what are you doing at home? You found somebody you love, or does he know about the vacation ship? Does she know about the vacation ship?
That's a lot. It's like a work husband. That's a lot. You know, you don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, just flirt. But once you go past, then you actually see them at home.
You know what?
Like,
somebody pointed something out very interesting about work husbands. They was like the reason why work husbands sometimes are the ones that women end up in affairs with is because they was like, think about it. The husband, he goes off, does his thing.
Yeah.
The work husband is there every day, dressed to the nines.
Yep.
Doing this thing, and she dressed up. He know a lot about her because they working together.
And usually he's like a leader too, because he's working. He's obviously working. With.
She come home, take off all that, give you home,
right?
And you like, why you?
Well, it's not even just home; it's whole.
Got you.
Like, work husband just sees the best. The
best.
Yeah. The kids are gone.
Yeah.
I'm doing something I enjoy. You don't see me doodle.
We laughing.
You don't see me with my hair. You don't see the braids underneath the wig, possibly. Same thing with work husband.
Yeah, same
You
thing.
don't see him on soft. You don't see him at home.
He at work ego hard. Like.
You don't see him take out that unit.
Take out that unit.
And you don't know about his past, his family, all that stuff. So your mind just gets the fantasy part. But that's why usually if they go into a relationship, it often doesn't work because now you're just. It's just another whole person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you guys travel a lot. Like, hotels are great. They are.
Yeah.
But if you stay there for months on end, it loses its luster.
It's not as
It's not great to live there.
It's not great, you miss your bed.
You miss your bro. Like when I was on tour last year, we ended up being on tour for 8 months straight.
Yeah.
Only 2 weekends off from 4th of July to Christmas. It was Halloween and Thanksgiving.
That's
And we often stayed in pretty good hotels, sometimes really nice.
Yeah.
Bro, the best hotel in the Four Seasons or JW, whatever it is.
Yeah.
After a while, it don't matter.
Yeah.
You just want, even if your bed ain't that fire.
You just want it.
You just want it.
Yeah.
I want my toilet.
Some comfortable. Yeah.
My toilet is a little scraped up.
Yeah, but your toilet, your toilet know your balls and dick.
Yes.
It knows what's going on down there.
I feel like anytime
for poop news.
I thought that was you at first. I was like, he throwing his voice in talking.
But that's true. You're more comfortable in your zone.
Like I learned that about my kids too, because we had took them to Japan.
Yeah.
And to Maui and stuff. And I remember my youngest son was like, this is a nice bed, but I want my bed.
Yeah.
I just want to be at my house.
Yeah.
Even if they have the same stuff.
That's a human
He's
thing.
very
for
self-aware.
real.
Yeah,
my youngest son,
he's self-aware.
he's like,
self-aware.
this is great. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. Thank you. But next year, can we go like for 3 or 4 days?
That's all we need. Something light.
Something light. I'm like, a little light. This is a long flight. We going long. I got you.
I understand.
I never really felt like I got great sleep while I'm out of town. Because really, even on vacation,
I had some great sleep.
Out of town,
You
like,
alone on that, man.
okay, all right, I'll be alone. But honestly, like every time I've come back from some type of vacation, I come home like tired.
True.
yeah.
I mean,
You know what
true.
I'm saying?
You do.
Like,
Yeah.
And it just feels
though.
like
That's the travel,
not
though.
just for. I just feel overall like I feel the week or however long I've been away, like coming off me. Like, whew, I'm just happy to be in my bed. I'll knock out for a whole day if I had to.
Yeah, that's true. I totally agree with that part.
Yeah.
But I was asleep when I was there too, though.
So what we're saying is, ladies,
I got one in there.
Date you, ladies and gentlemen, date you entrepreneurs so y'all can be together all the time.
Right.
You see all the parts of it. You see when they stressed out, yelling at their computer about to upload, everything.
Did your wife come on tour with you?
She didn't this year. That was another parenting thing. My the first 2 years she did.
Okay.
But our kids were like, dog, we don't like y'all are either gone or a lot, right? When they weren't in school, we were gone a lot. In the summertime they would come with us. Okay. But it's like it's ridiculous to expect a kid to get up for a lobby call at 4 a.m. to take a flight from Boston to LA. Their summers they didn't sign up for that. So my wife made the sacrifice of being like, I'll stay home so they can be in sports and hang out with their friends and stuff like that. And then this year I actually decided, I didn't really announce this yet, but Trap House exclusive.
Hey.
I'm not even going on tour this year because I was like, because my nieces and nephews are coming for a week.
Okay.
Like actually 2 weeks, and it was like prime tour time. And actually, I'm working on other stuff. And this year, from last year's tour, I was just like, man, nah.
You need a little break.
Like, bruh, like you need to because bro,
and you got to go experience some life and
have something to write about. Because I remember the moment I decided no. When I was on tour, we did like 12 days in the Midwest in winter. It was like Cincinnati, Toledo, Cleveland, and it was just like we were in Toledo, and it was just cold, and I was like, next year will be different.
I can't do this anymore.
It was like a Thursday in Toledo, and it was like the audience it was just Thursday. It was just like cold. They weren't really there. I wasn't really there, and I was just like, everybody deserves more than this.
Yeah.
So nah, this year I'm
got you. So I know there's a war going on as we can see pretty much, but this isn't even technically just about. It is about the war, but not. I seen this question that said, not a question, a statement, because they talking about getting drafted. Because that's everybody's like, I ain't about to draft me out there.
Right.
The America don't like me like that. What I'm going out there for? Somebody said, if you fought at 7:30 in the morning at school, you can get drafted to the war. I said, that's facts.
No, that's facts. I used to always say, how you wake up that angry?
You wake up angry.
You wake up that angry to want to fight. You ain't over it after that night ride? Like, your bed ain't that good? You ain't over it?
Like, when you hear stories of, he was shot at 6:30 a.m. Bro, what?
Man.
Like, what's going on? Why are you so angry?
Only if you stayed up all night.
Maybe.
Right. But if you went to bed, nah, get over it.
Get over it.
He might have set his alarm like his son. Like, I got to go to bed. I got to shoot this man.
It's like, you got to be real. Because, like, I don't know. Like I said, once again, could be just older and reading and... You don't care after a while.
Is it a cutoff age though, like to be drafted? Like,
I think
I think there is.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for me, I don't have to worry. Because if I come into the room, they're gonna be like, no.
Well, immediately after the plantar fasciitis,
But I don't even think we are. Our war isn't like soldiers marching as much.
It's economic.
It's drones, cyber warfare, economic, cyber. I said cyber.
Sanctions on them.
Sanctions and stuff
It's
or
different.
nuclear holocaust.
It seems like it would be either or extreme. Because that's what it's kind of like. It's scary now because it just feels like, I don't think that's gonna go to that extreme.
I don't think so either, and I hope not. But if you think about like Civil War. It was like, we finna meet y'all.
Yeah, we
see y'all.
That's
we finna
scary,
just run at you.
Like, that's wild.
That is, I'm gonna stab you with my gun.
Like, frontline, you dying.
Frontline, it's a wrap for you.
It's a wrap.
And when I hear about stuff like that, I think to myself, I don't feel manly enough.
No, I don't. Yeah.
When I think about men from the past that go charging like this to the front, I'm not. You ain't gonna catch me.
You know how heavy that is
I don't even want to
already?
get on the highway. You think I want to run at you with a knife?
And here's the thing.
visual was so funny.
Look,
the kind of man
and they
that has to be
and they didn't start from like short distances.
No,
we're running half a mile to you. So I'm already winded by the time I get to you. What we doing?
See, that's why I'm about to be a dual citizen with Bahamas. So they try to do draft. Let's go.
I'm out here.
And I feel like the Bahamas, you go there, you be like, what are we even fighting for?
It's beautiful out here.
The water is blue.
That's a
like
lot.
even in the war movies when you see him shoot the arrows and it's like there's a lot of arrows in this air. Now I'm around here. Come on, man.
They were throwing hot oil over the
that's a lot.
Dodging them arrows like Mary J. Blige.
Right. I'm gonna be the one on the front line like, are we really that mad? Like, what's
it's
really
7:30?
Like, are we like, what's going on? It's raining.
Yeah,
we got metal on, guys. Come on, let's think about
Imagine
this.
like gas. It's like mustard gas and stuff. You see that coming and all this
all type of shit.
See, we need people like Tahir. Anyone who eat hot dogs from the gas station need to be in the front line.
Tahir,
they built different.
Yeah.
They think different.
Because them hot dogs gonna bounce off. Like they gonna be like, man, he's built.
It's like that scene in Wonder Woman where she walking up and the dude's shooting at her. And just bouncing off.
7-Eleven hot dog.
That really is like. Let's just pause for a second.
Yeah.
Where are you in life? When you're at 7-Eleven at 7:30, and you're not getting coffee or gas. You are like
when he was on here, he told us what time they put him on rotation.
He knows.
Why though?
That's what we asked.
I was like, to hear you don't have to. Poverty ain't got you like that no more.
It just feel like the way Tahir dressed, he shouldn't even be in the 7-Eleven.
He dresses really nice.
Yeah, you don't. You got shades on and looking
fashion.
great. Like I don't know why you need to be.
His body's probably so confused.
Yeah.
Why are we in here?
Yeah.
I think that's his way to stay grounded.
Yeah,
you want to stay grounded. That's his way.
Okay,
Everyone
okay.
got something they do to stay grounded.
Right,
That's true, because I eat Jack in the Box tacos. The 99-cent one. And
What do you call that?
Don't
Cam?
sound I call that Jack in the Butt. That's what I call that restaurant. The first time I had it was terrible.
And I'll tell you the thing that's wild about those tacos. Two things that are just outrageous.
All right.
They have hamburger cheese on them. That is
no way. Like just a slice.
It's a cut of hamburger. It's a hamburger slice cut in half.
Single.
And then they put the lettuce in and then deep fry it. You can't deep fry lettuce. Yes.
Wait,
the lettuce is in the
So
pocket.
the wet lettuce is just inside.
Yes,
Of
the taco is closed up. See, this is what it looked like. This is what they sell you up there. This is really what you get.
Oh my God.
There's lettuce in there that's been deep fried. First of all, this article says our Jack in the Box taco is bad for you. Somebody already wrote that. You know
I didn't even know they had tacos.
How do you feel though once you pull off? Are you happy?
What's the thing?
Imagine seeing your doctor in there. Y'all make.
I don't know how much time in my life.
That's all he does. He don't even say it. He just.
And we both know. I don't know how much of my life is cut off every time I eat them, but I know what was like. What? Okay, 2 more times. It's about
So they're not good. They're that good.
They're not even good.
The Lord, like I keep giving Kev blessings. He keeps trying to take it away.
If it's not good.
What's he doing?
Nostalgia. When I was poor,
Okay.
they just sometimes
Okay,
just
all
gotta.
right.
Did y'all watch The Wire?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember at the very end, last couple episodes, if not the last episode, Marlo's up on money. He got the suit on. He's in the room where he thought he wanted to be. He hates it. He goes out. He's on the street corner. He just socks a nigga.
Yeah.
That's Jack in the Box.
You
taco.
sock it. Okay,
I just gotta feel it.
You got
I
sock
gotta
it taco.
I gotta sock a nigga
Yeah.
and feel the street. That's what Jack in the Box.
Gotcha.
I feel like I'm living again.
Remind you where you came from. You can never go too far.
I mean, everybody has guilty pleasures. I mean, and so
I have
Is
a
there
lot of
any
them.
other one? What's the food you eat? Because
them.
everybody has one, especially if you've been, a weight problem. What's the food that you eat that makes you feel the worst?
Oh man,
Whether mentally, physically, or all of the above.
that feels like the worst about myself eating it.
Yeah, and you just eating it. Sometimes you might sneak off when you know your wife trying to put you on a diet. You might go and then after you eat it, you like, fuck, man, I
shouldn't have ate this.
Whatever it happened in Toledo. That's what I'm saying. That's what he said. I'm done with this story.
No.
Honestly, it's probably Jack in the Box.
The Jack in the Box, the tacos.
Or the sourdough Jack. I know there's nothing good in there.
Yeah,
there's nothing I should be doing in
yeah.
there.
There's nothing I should be doing.
It's really Jack in the Box. Whole thing is get drunk and high, and then come here.
Have you ever stopped there while your wife's in the car?
I eat a lot while I'm not around her. There's a lot. If she ever took the trash to the dumpster, she would know. So many of my choices.
You know how
are
funny it would be to
there.
watch him race to the trash to grab it so he can just. I got it. I'm taking it out. Stop there.
Low key, one of the reasons I came here is so I can stop by somewhere before I go home. There's been a time where she made dinner and I went and ate Jack in the Box and dinner was ready and then I'm full and I have to eat again just to prove to her that I didn't eat Jack in the Box.
Stuff.
That's hilarious.
Up there stuff.
Sick.
That's one thing you can't do when you in a relationship. If you know your wife cooking, you get them cravings. You be like, I know I shouldn't do this, but I want it right now.
I found the thing that is
Okay, good.
I don't want the blacks to be upset. They will not like this. I be eating Arby's.
Okay. No. See, Arby's fries.
Arby's fries
are one of the best fries ever.
Yes.
Welcome to the community.
Yes.
I'm not into the. I'm not too into the roast.
We pescatarians, so I can't eat
but
nothing
the fries, for sure.
And they have a chicken sandwich.
The
that's
Jamocha
pretty
shake
good.
is good.
The shake
they
is
have
good.
the chicken sandwich with the Hawaiian sweetbread.
That's great.
That
When I
sounds
could
amazing.
eat it,
They got some
was
stuff I
eating
like.
that.
Yeah.
Why do they
And they got some of the best fries.
Their
I don't
fries
care what
are
nobody
Fries are
lit.
amazing. The fries are amazing.
They got an abundance of sauces too. too. I be getting the horse radish.
The horse radish.
All the different ones.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
People don't know. They sleep on Arby's.
Yeah, my son's soccer practice is near an Arby's, and I go there. I'm taking up soccer. Don't you worry.
I got it.
I'll take him.
Just something, man.
I drop him off. I go to Arby's. I get my newspaper. Let me get the big movie
Your newspaper?
just to feel at home. I want to enjoy my dining experience.
If you a dad, you just have some of these traits, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even if
Yeah.
you're not a dad, but you're meant to be a dad.
Yeah.
Like my dad. One time we went to DC. We had a couple of shows, and we were staying with my family for a little bit. And we went to McDonald's. We went to go before we were leaving or something to go to the airport. And my dad was in there. And Cam saw it first. He said, "Oh, Claude, are you in here?" And he said, "Oh, you caught me." I know
That's
exactly what he
your
meant.
mom do not want him in there.
Yeah, he in there by himself. He reading the paper, doing whatever, and he just
ain't supposed to be in there.
That's his time. That's his
yeah.
special place. He just need to be in there. And I got it immediately.
He said,
I know that.
You caught me. We've been saying that ever since. You caught me.
But I noticed I have some of those traits too because like I would there's been times not on 75 hard. I've been good on 75 hard, but there's been other times where I've tried to do like a diet. My girl's a clean eater, all that shit. She'll eat straight potatoes and broccoli for months.
Right.
Me, I might go grab some M&Ms or something. I'm a little hungry. But, if I do it in the house and she in the other room or something, I might stuff it a little deeper in my trash. And I started noticing that about myself. Why am I hiding this shit, man?
I'm telling you, bro, that's what, when the pandemic started, and people in relationships, that's what people got messed up on.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Because those little me times, you couldn't have them.
Yeah.
Then you realize, you thought, we're supposed to be together all the time. And now you actually can, and you're like, I don't want to see you right. Like, that's what I realized, and it's not even like you want to cheat. It's my wife was like, just going to get my hair and nails done was something for me.
Right.
Yeah. Now I don't even have that. Yeah, I felt guilty because when I was on the road, I would watch The Office just to relax, because I love the show.
Right.
And now I feel guilty if I'm going in my room and closing the door and watching The Office. She's like, you don't want to be next to me? And I'm like, no. And she feel guilty because Loki, she don't want me to be next to her either, but she don't want to really say that.
Yeah.
And that's why people were the pandemic was taking relationships out.
They're taking it out one by one.
People realizing they didn't like their kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I've been around y'all. I don't really know y'all like that. That's one of the funniest things my barber said. His 10-year-old came in there, said something to him, and he was like, yeah, he left. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you, Ron, I don't really know that nigga like that. He said, I know some friends longer than that. He was like, I don't know if I can trust him like that.
I only known him for 10 years.
Yeah, I know him for 10 years.
He couldn't talk for the first 2.
Yeah. I don't know what he plotting.
Hilarious.
I think it was Patrice O'Neal said something like women about liking them. Like, it's not that we want you next to us all the time.
I do remember he said that.
He said, we just want you around.
Yeah, around.
Like when we call your name, you say yes, and then it's cool. That's it after that. We just want to know you there.
He said, be here, but like...
over there. like it was just over there. But it's honest, why does every man have a man or want or have a man cave in relationships? You know what I'm saying? Like you want your personal, I don't know. I think it's something about men having, and women too, they want to go out. They want to have be with their girls and stuff. But men, I think, predominantly love their docile time, their alone time. Like, I just want to be with my pants off watching a movie.
That's it.
And fart when I want to.
And laugh at it.
And laugh at it. Everything.
And that was thing. That was it.
Yeah, that's all I want. I'll give you the rest of my life. Just give me these moments.
Yeah.
Every time someone walk in, hey, don't come through. I just let one out. Hold on, just wait right there.
I tell my baby, just go over there for me. How long you want me on? I said 3 days. Just go over there on that side of the house, and I'll be over here.
3 days. No, you had. Did you want to talk about the American Hypothetical or no?
American? Oh, yeah. What was that? Damn. I heard this hypothetical the other day, and I'm glad you heard it too, because black people.
Okay. Yeah.
If America offered us reparations and said, here's your, let's say,
trillions of dollars.
Let's say everybody's offered $3.5 million. Okay. It might be a lot to some, not some, but that's a good amount of money to be offered.
3.5.
Not in California, but I'll take it.
But here's the point. Here's the catch. $3.5 million, but you have to leave this country. You have to leave this country.
All right, let me show you something.
$3.5 million.
You had 3.5. So America offers us reparations. You could take it, but you just got to leave this country.
Yep.
Would you do it? Would you take those reparations?
This is where they stay.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I'm out of here.
Wow.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I hit an island. I think Puerto Rico.
And you're good with living the rest of your life.
Yeah, I think Puerto Rico.
And you can still do business here. You could travel back here from time to time, but you are not a citizen of this country.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I do that.
I mean, you take that, right?
Yeah, I
would take that. I would move to London.
London? You want to go that gray ass?
Wait, I thought you wanted good weather.
I do.
This man says London.
I just really like London, man.
Okay.
Don't tell me you like the food there.
I don't like the food.
He said we'll stop there. Right? He said I don't like the food.
I just it's
even
a
on
good
the
vibe.
plane.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no,
food,
3
though.
point. Yeah, 3.5. Yeah, for sure.
I think
And you
it's
could
time
never
to go.
come back ever.
Look,
You just do
and permanently live.
You know, not
Oh,
permanently
okay,
live.
yeah.
I already kind of want to live out the country for a little bit at some point. So
I think I would.
I think I'll take that.
I don't
too.
think that'd be a hard choice for me at all.
Yeah, because I can stop by anytime. Do it.
a lot of beautiful places. A lot. Of
I feel
beautiful
like
places.
most black people say, "I'll take that."
Yeah, I'll take that.
Right?
I think so.
Yes.
Black people, let us know in the comments.
Right.
Go somewhere in Africa.
Yeah, you can go.
Anywhere.
Man, like 3.5, and I can go do my business. And,
I'm
I'm out
I
here.
can do a lot with 3.5.
Yeah, I can you do a lot
Especially if I
with
have to do nothing else.
Look, I did a lot with $3.50.
Right.
Right.
I can do a lot with 3.5 million.
That's hilarious.
So I want to get to Kev on stage.
Yeah,
I want to get out of here without talking. So first and foremost, congratulations for everything you have
thank you,
built.
Studio,
Everything you have
Incredible.
built. And what's interesting is I feel like there was I don't know if it was like 2018, 2019. I feel like there was a switch that either went off in your brain. I don't know if age hit you. You was like, you know what? I got to work a little bit harder. I got to do some more stuff. But you started just going on a roll with your video. Like you was just I was like, I see Kev more than I see Cam, and he right here in the house with me. What was that like? What made you just? Because I felt like you were doing videos, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like you turned it up a whole other notch.
So the thing is, I don't know what changed because I didn't really make anything different.
Yeah.
I've always just for the last, I want to say 2022, at least 9 years.
Yeah.
Actually 9 years. Mm-hmm. I've made a video pretty much every day.
For sure.
At least some attempt at making people laugh. But what happens is sometimes you get into like a groove where they're just hitting.
Yeah.
Like TikTok, for example. I was fascinated with TikTok and like building from zero.
Yeah.
And when I tell you I was just 312 views, 600 views, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, I like
Hit
that.
me in the face with the L's.
Yeah.
You know, and then just like the last 2 or 3 weeks, it was like all of a sudden they start clicking and going up. And then what happens is people go back and watch your other videos and it pulls them up. For me, I just throw a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you just get into a vortex and new people find you and they're like, oh, this is funny, that's funny, that's funny. But I don't think I was doing anything different or like special.
Okay. Yeah.
I've always just kind of done a version of the same thing.
Yeah.
And just kind of watched, except Vine. God did not allow me to do that.
we didn't do it either.
I had some of the worst videos of
The one I like from you was when you used to be driving to work, the ADD.
Yeah.
Every time in the car you made, those used to be.
that was 2 years
funny one.
of 3 years of just like I was going on Periscope, and then I would often go on Periscope and come up with a video and then make it when I got on the freeway, which is terrible for safety. But I would just
Not here is traffic.
That's
You're
true.
going too fast.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
But I think that the key was for me was consistency.
That's dope.
Like,
Yeah.
I try to be as funny as I could be. And you're never perfect. Like I go in the comments and be like, "Oh, y'all have some of the best jokes that I wish I could like take it down and remake it and add y'all jokes in." But
some comments be going off.
Man.
Some people comments be.
But that's the one thing though. Like for you, like I mean, talent was first though. You were always funny.
Well, I
you always
appreciate
pretty damn
that.
funny, man. Like,
I appreciate it. I don't think that's true though.
I think it is because I remember early days of ADD and thinking you were funny, like you were a funny
Yeah.
dude. Whether
Well, you ain't
maybe
have a
it
beard
didn't show up
yet.
Yeah,
That's
that,
So that did.
He looked funny. As
You know
well
what? When
as
you grew,
was funny.
that's what it was. That's the switch. You grew that beard. He said, "Oh, I'm back."
You're right.
I mean,
You know what the funny story behind that beard is? I didn't think I could grow a beard.
same thing. With
It's
him?
actually a brand deal gone wrong. That's how I
funny.
became a beard. I won't name the brand.
Yeah.
But they were like, use our shaving thing, and black men will not get razor bumps. But and it was like the most I ever, not the most, but it was a good amount of brand deal.
Yeah.
But the key was you actually had to shave your face for real.
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, I'm going to get razor bumps. And they're like, nah, man, science. Shaved my face for real. Then I found out people weren't actually shaving their face. They were just making it seem like that. Didn't know that. I really was playing by the rules.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I got razor bumps.
Yeah.
And the brand was like, you could still post it and just tell people you didn't get them. Because at the time I shaved and I made the video, the bumps didn't show up.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I had sent it off for approval and was waiting to hear back. And then the bumps was like, hey, you ain't got that approval? And my whole face broke out. So my wife was helping me. She was like, you have to let your hair grow out. And as it grows out, I'm going to pick the razor bumps. Yeah. And then low-key, I had like a little...
You was like, oh.
I was like, hold up, what is this? And it was like, it wasn't there yet. It was just like a baby. It was like, I don't know if I can be strong. But then I was on tour, so I just kept letting it grow. Yeah. And then it just grew and grew. And like the brand deal, I didn't end up taking the money because I was like, I don't feel right. Because people are going to actually shave and they're going to get razor bumps. Right. And I couldn't do my brothers like that. You know what I'm saying? So I let the money go, but I got the beard in exchange.
That's fantastic.
Go. Let the money go, get the beard in exchange. Come on, man.
Sometimes that's what's gonna happen in life, man. You gotta let that money go.
God works in expeditious ways.
I saw the video because the whole trend of erasing men's beards.
Yeah,
bro, that disgusted
that was
me. And I saw when you did that video, I was dying laughing.
That's what was funny. You look like an egg for real. Like I was like, this nigga is organic.
Like, do you feel like it's just a thing? Like we naturally have facial hair.
Yeah.
So men should just let it grow, right? Like, is there a need to?
It feels good.
For men to have baby faces?
I feel like some people wear it well if you've never seen them with the beard.
Okay.
Like Colin Powell, for example. Yeah. You know, when he never had facial hair, so he would look weird. There's a couple other people, Rev Run.
Right.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people say I look like. He's never had that facial hair.
Even white boys, like I think it was Conan. Conan grew his red beard out one time. Like that.
You would be Rev Walk.
Hold on, who was that?
Rev Run.
Oh, Rev Walk. Hilarious.
It's so funny because people have seen me, even though I made a video at the end, I revealed that I still have my beard. People have seen me out and been like, whew.
I'm glad.
Dog, I was gonna follow you, man.
Do you feel hostage now to your beard after that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you locked in now.
But I didn't have a beard for so long.
And now y'all upset.
And now, all I had was the little tuft. Yeah. But I think it wasn't the beard as much as it was the lack of a mustache.
Yes,
it was the
if you don't have a mustache, that cancels you out.
And,
you don't have mustache eyebrows.
And then you just saw my naked face. It was out. It's like,
scary.
No beard is the unsoft of the face.
Yo, that's amazing. That's amazing.
That's amazing, right?
That's amazing.
Yes.
You gotta use that. Yeah, that's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
no one wants to show that.
No beard is the unsoft of the face.
That is hilarious.
That's great.
See, that's the key to a relationship. You can be on soft because any first time with a girl, you can't let her see you soft.
Yeah. That's the key right there.
We talked a little bit about this last week, but how do you feel like, okay, you don't like, facial, hairless men on their face, it doesn't look good, but what about fake hair on the face?
I feel like we need to embrace it. Fake beards.
Rock your unit.
Okay, please.
Women, they're allowed to express themselves creatively through their hair,
that's what we
lashes, beards.
Everything.
Even plastic surgery, it's okay. Get your boobs done. Get your butt done.
Rock your unit, King.
Rock your unit.
Rock your unit.
You want to feel confident. Some men, and maybe it's me and you, we okay with the bald.
Yeah.
Like we ain't tripping. Like I'd rather have hair, but also I'm not tripping. Yeah. Some men, whole confidence be gone.
Yeah.
And they get the hairline and they be back.
But guess what? You shouldn't be back.
Why do we have to do everything hard? Men, we got to work out for real.
75 hard.
Everything hard. Everything got to be hard. Everybody else can do things. We can't carry. We got to carry water. You can't carry a little bag. I want a little bag.
No, we got to do things real.
Why?
Because
real is relative.
No, real is relative. Is it?
Real is relative. It's what you think.
It's what you think is real. Like wrestling. Like as a kid, I thought it was absolutely real. When they said it's not, but they get hurt, I'm like, oh, I accept it.
You just want to, you believe.
And then I suspend belief and I accept that as real. It doesn't matter because they really be getting hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But this is my question. How do we make people better if there's not a standard?
But what's the
Let
standard?
me tell you, how do you make them better if it's not standard? You know being fake is not the standard. And if you're putting something fake on you, that's a
here's the
road
thing.
to standard
Okay,
list.
now,
What if that fake
standard?
What if that fake
list.
hair leads him to creating the cure for some type of disease? Because he got his now he can think right. He can. Why? What's wrong with that?
But here's
Because
the
it
thing,
won't.
It might not even be fake though, right? Okay, let's say this, right? We're all content creators and personalities.
Yeah.
When you are on this podcast, are you fake because you have a performative version of yourself? Or are you just performing? Like when I get off the stage, people, who know me at home, I'm not telling jokes all the time.
Right.
And often before I go perform, I'm chilling. So am I real when I'm on stage or am I real when I'm chilling?
Well, they don't want to hear your jokes at home. You naked. I don't want to hear it. Get out of here with these jokes. So you put on some pants. I don't want to hear any
I'm
jokes.
pretty sure if he started OnlyFans, he'll probably get some subscribers. Tell the jokes in the
Kev
shower.
on bed.
Kev on bed.
Kev on bed.
Hilarious. But I mean, look, I can't.
Emmanuel not with it.
But Emmanuel also can grow a beard.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
hard for you to make the choice because you have what people can't get.
But they can get everything. You bald, but you also a popular comedian. You're successful at your gig. You're a man
But
of
make
many.
no mistake though. If I say I got plastic surgery, man boobs cut down, abs cut in, and a hairpiece,
Right.
there are roles that I could get that would not be available to me if I didn't have that physique. That's just real. You're not finna see me running down the street like Will Smith with regular body, because it ain't the same look. When I'm flapping, you see this?
But who's getting that? What men are getting that are respected in Hollywood getting that?
Getting, what do you mean?
Like that are fixing, because
Well,
all
see,
those
that's the
guys either work for it or they might use some steroid.
They're not
whatever.
getting it because you're not allowing it.
Steroids, a perfect example.
Is it though?
that-
It's not though, because
is.
it's giving you real muscle.
But did you
through
really-
artificial?
Did you
way.
organically get that or did you cheat?
But
Is
I
that
don't care
fake?
about the organic thing, because you could put oils in your head that make you grow your real hair back.
What about organ-
but it's not fake hair.
Why you didn't do it?
Why you ain't
Prove
doing it?
me. Prove me. Prove that to me.
I tried it one
But
time,
those
didn't work.
muscles
I
are
said, fuck it.
Because if
Yeah,
you
they technically-
stop using
Those follicles are
steroids-
fake?
No, I'm saying the muscles.
Yeah.
If you stop using steroids, you're gonna go back to what you would be like without them.
Like
But
me
you
after I
have to
stopped working out.
Yeah, I'm saying you could lose it, but it goes away quick. Fine, but it's not. You're not. I would look at you differently if you had a muscle implanted in you, a fake muscle.
But
You
here's
see what
the
I'm saying?
thing.
People get fake calves,
Yeah.
implanted in them. Like, I think
Do you look
if
at
you
a
told
woman-
people that, you'd be like, that guy's kind of corny. Even if you don't say it to his face.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, you're going to be like, this man got a fucking calf implant?
But do
got
you
your
think that if
mind,
you
brother.
see boob implants, do you feel like that's not right?
I think they different. Women are different.
But
Women are different.
But here's okay. I agree with you. Here's the thing. This is why men do plastic surgery and you don't know, because it's not like it's not happening. They're just
Right.
not
They'll get
hair
shamed for it.
transplant.
They're not gonna tell you, yeah.
they're just not gonna tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what if I weren't so open, I would have done it. I would have gone away for
You
6
feel
months.
me?
I've been working. I would have had gym videos.
Oh, yeah,
the
all
same amount of
that.
videos I could have just actually done the work.
That's the only time
Floyd-
I have
Floyd
a beef
Mayweather
with it,
came
when the
back with a
people
new
lie
beard.
about it. Like,
Yeah,
I got this in
yeah.
the gym and they like selling people courses.
That's
Like,
different.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Selling fit tea after
That
you
I
got
get.
a Brazilian.
Yeah, that's unfair.
So there's a story that we have yet to really clear up between KevOnStage and Dormtainment.
Okay.
And I think this is the time to clear it up,
Yes.
because
I know what
I think the story goes that, when we first got to LA, that we received the email.
I was hoping we were going to talk
Yes.
about
Let's
this.
talk. We got to
about
get down to the.
This
to-
is the absolute truth.
I think it's a lie. I
It's
don't
a
know what
truth.
Kev is talking about. At least it's not on my
It
part.
could be
Mike was
true.
handling the email.
Here's the thing. If I would have saw it, we were going.
Yeah.
He offered food.
So Kev. So the story
I'm
goes.
trying to see if I still have it in my email.
The tale goes, we got to LA. I guess KevOnStage got word that Dormtainment was in town, and we hadn't met Kev, and we was like, okay, cool. Word on the street is Kev emailed Dormtainment, because back in the day we used to do stuff like email and stuff. He emailed Dormtainment, and it offered us to come have dinner. Now everybody here at Dormtainment and listen to Dormtainment, no, we not turning down no dinner.
We were 6 men.
We're
in
6
a
men.
in an apartment.
In
I
an
was in the
apartment.
living room.
We would
I
have
was going to
definitely
dinner.
been at dinner. Now,
I remember when Mike came.
Now
though.
Mike
And told-
says.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when
Now,
he came.
now I don't know what part of Mike's story. I don't know if he says he responded or he said he didn't see it. But Kev we've been having beef ever since, even though we work together very lovely.
I can't find the email because it's probably back in 2013. I don't know if email that I use is on my phone still. But what happened was
it the Flat Fleet Frederick?
Flat Feet Fredericks at Yahoo.
Absolutely would have been at Yahoo. I absolutely emailed the Dormtainment email.
Yeah.
I believe it was in the YouTube link. I'm pretty sure it was in the YouTube link. And I was like, yo, I see you guys just moved to LA. Me and my wife are here. It's new city. I'm sure you guys eventually get hungry.
Black men,
Black men.
Come on.
I said my wife will cook. We can have dinner and hang out.
Sounds good.
No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Sin.
Yep. That was in 2013.
That was probably in 2013.
And he wasn't downtown either.
And I wasn't.
And
Where did y'all? What part of town? Were y'all in
North Hollywood?
Oh, y'all. Okay, so I was right off. About 10 minutes from here.
Okay.
Not even 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, yeah.
And
what you're saying is you didn't get anything back.
I got nothing back.
That whoosh sound was the last thing
I wish I would have saw it
Yeah.
because bare minimum I would have went.
Yeah.
I remember Mike walking in the living room one day and he said, hey, we probably talking about other business. I remember we were having a meeting or something. Mike comes in the living room and says, hey, some nigga invited us over to cook for us. And I was like, what? No, let's focus.
Yeah. Maybe Mike didn't preface it right.
So yeah, the way he said it was just like...
he didn't say, KevOnStage.
I wasn't really KevOnStage.
He just said some nigga...
But that
hit us in the email
to
cook for us. And
that's
I'm like,
a fair representation of what I thought happened. Because when I sent it, I was like, I told my wife, I was like, they're probably like, nigga, I don't know you. I'm to your house.
I was probably like that for sure. But
and probably because we got a lot of emails from sometimes that happen.
If you didn't say wife, I would have been like, okay, that's a little weird.
Well, my wife
said wife.
I mean,
I don't know about the wife part. I just know what he said. Mike just saying a summary, and he said some nigga through email has invited us over to cook for us. That's how he phrased it. I remember being like, that sound crazy.
And we finally met Kev, and he was like, I'm the nigga through email.
Okay.
What's up, brother?
I'm like, what email?
Now, I do remember at that place, too, because when we first moved in there, some guy just came over to our apartment. Knocked on our door and said, hey, Dormtainment, what's up? We had just moved in. We're
it was weird.
I was like, bro, who are you? He was like, oh, y'all have y'all address. I found it online. I was like, where? And I remember that was a whole thing. So that had me kind of like freaked out. But
I remember that.
I mean, honestly, had somebody emailed me and was like, hey, man, you want to come eat? I would have been like, I would rather die. Because, I mean, I wasn't big yet, but I had some fans.
Because this is pre even All Deaf, right?
This was like
literally
my first apartment.
Yeah.
This is our first year.
Right.
Gotcha.
And then so I probably was only big, and that's Playmakers and in the church community. Like regular YouTube, none of that stuff had happened. Most people didn't even know I did stand up.
Gotcha.
I was the dude from the Playmakers who made those church videos. So KevOnStage, my YouTube page, I was still just building.
Yeah, but your Facebook page was doing good.
No, Facebook didn't even have that.
Oh, it didn't have it. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Facebook
Yeah,
came in. The only thing that was doing good was the Playmakers YouTube page.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I was one of three, that was doing well. But regular YouTube, like outside of the church world, nobody really knew who I was, except the few people who were subscribed way back then when I was making those videos. So I wasn't really tripping. I was just like, I never forgive him for that. And I will never.
It's always going to be in my heart.
Joke.
No, it's fun. It's great. We still ain't got that dinner. We still ain't got that dinner.
We should make up for the dinner.
We should make it for the dinner.
Melissa probably ain't gonna cook now though. But we can have something brought in. And then we can put it to bed.
Let's do it.
I'm
man.
good. Well, we're not putting it to bed naked.
You should try it. Why are we afraid?
No. We're not afraid. I'm not at your house.
You'd be naked.
We at your house.
That I understand.
But also,
now, he said, "Why don't you try it still? Like I'll be over there. Y'all come through. It's all good."
I'd be so mad, but kid, put some clothes on, man.
First thing I'm gonna do is bust out laughing. Let me get this to go.
And then give you a plate of spaghetti with a bunch of breadsticks and ranch.
That was just a lot at once.
That was a lot at once.
That's like you.
That's a good meal for a day. I mean,
you know you're gonna be that hungry right away. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
One plate was a lot.
One plate's a lot, but if you ate that and then 2 hours later, you're like, I'm finna run it back.
Okay.
Most people understand that.
Yeah.
It's the all at once, like,
That's all
you
at
gonna
once.
do this now?
And then your kids got a small portion.
It was the whole thing happening at once.
What I want to say, I will say, one thing that I always love about you is you pay your people you work with. And that's you've been doing that since you started even when you maybe didn't even have the money, you were like, I'm gonna figure out how to get my people some money.
I even did YouTube. I remember we had an investor in a play. The play lost money, but part of the deal was we got enough money to cover the cast and crew regardless.
Yeah.
So if we lost, y'all would get paid. So obviously we lost bad. We didn't even break even. And I remember I was paying most actors. We paid them the night of the show, but the one girl had left early, whatever. So I remember I had to pay her. It was like $800, $1,000, which at that time of my life was as much as my mortgage. And I handed her that cashier's check while my mortgage was still due, and she was like, "Whew, appreciate y'all," and left. And I was just like, "This sucks." But I knew that your word, if I paid you on time, if anybody ever said, "Hey man, how was it working with Kev?" Hey man, he did everything he said. We paid, we agreed the thing, and as a performer, I hate, and this happened a lot in stand-up comedy, especially early in my career. I hate this.
Yeah,
I've done my whole set,
and it's like,
and then you know what? Let me just take care of it. Because I already did I remember one time the promoter was like, I performed. He was like, well, you know, and I did everything I was supposed to do, posting, all that stuff. And it was like, I don't know, $200, $300. And he was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We ain't do as well as we could have thought, you know? So, I mean, in order to pay, I'd have to go to the ATM. And I was like, okay.
Right.
I'm not leaving until tomorrow.
Right.
So, I mean, I waited for like an hour and a half though to get like $300. Like
that's wild.
And I was like, I'm never going to make somebody do, because you've done your job.
You've done your job already. And Hollywood do that to you all day. Net 60, net 30. You're like, yo, give me. I've already done the work.
I've done the work. You posted
and
it.
you got somebody there that got the check. Just give me the check.
Give it to me now.
And that's why we even when we had people that film for us and stuff like that, we like pay them when they walk through the door because you know they about to do work
and you work better.
You work better because they ain't think about it no more.
And people really always like, oh, Kev, you paid right away.
When I did the flappers stand up that time, I was about to leave. He was like, "Oh, wrong, don't forget your check." I said, "Oh,
yeah."
Thank you, Kev.
And it feels so good to like
traumatized by Hollywood.
Yeah, thank you.
Especially like if you're leading a project or something, and to know that everybody's paid, you can almost go as hard as you need. I'm not saying take advantage of it, but you know, you could go like, "Yo, get your work done. We need to get this done.
Get it done." And so how? I just want to ask, how was it building out KevOnStage Studios? Now that's new as of
it made a year in January.
Okay. Oh yeah. Congrats on that.
Thank you. It took about a year to like even make it not functional.
Yeah.
We did it in phases.
Gotcha.
First thing we did was a podcast studio.
Yeah.
So we could shoot our podcast. Everybody who worked with us could shoot there.
Nice.
And then we did like the editing bay, and then the soundstage part, the little studio, and then the big studio.
Yeah, I just recently got to go up there to do Angel's show.
Oh
so that was
nice.
It looked nice. Yeah, and I was like, look at this. I'm proud of it. This is nice up here.
It was great. One, don't want to leave the valley.
Kept it home.
And two, when you don't have to, like, locations are expensive.
For sure.
Fighting for dates is expensive and all that stuff. And we realized if we had access to our stuff, it would lower our overall cost, even if we had to pay up front.
Yeah.
And then eventually we could rent it out and make money when we're not shooting. Because we tend to, our business plan, we tend to shoot heavy up until like June, at least last year and this year. And then the back half of the year, we're not as busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we can rent it out, you know, long term, short term, whatever. And now you have money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Podcasts, we don't have anything that's like, it's not crazily costed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just want to make it so like, even if I don't do this business, like even if the app fails, which is possible, I can still make money with the studio.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to give myself as many chances for success.
Absolutely.
Because man, that production money, bro, you get in with them, you can, bro, people just, Kevin, them, it ain't nothing but $2,000 a day, whatever the cost is. You shoot that 5 days, you paid
you good.
You paid the whole building fee. So anything on any part of the building after that is revenue. You know what I'm saying? So that's absolutely.
And that's been the biggest moneymaker is like renting
no,
out.
we haven't done it at all.
What's the biggest?
That's just the hope.
That's just the hope.
Right.
No, for sure.
What is the like thing that you look at like, oh, this is gonna sustain the longest time out of the studio? Like, is it?
It's hope. The thing that has the most chance for profit is selling a project.
For sure.
Like we make it proof of concept, or you license it, or you just want to like take this idea and make it bigger.
Right.
That's the easiest.
Because nowadays, that's what you need. You need that proof of concept.
Yeah, because now you've given them. In Hollywood, the truth of the matter for pitching and getting success is you got to understand the person that you're pitching doesn't want to lose their job. And if it fails, they don't want to look stupid. So the more reasons you have for them to not have, because you can get told no all the time. Every show's got passed on, all that stuff. But when you have something that somebody wants to buy, it's when they say, if I don't buy this, they're going to take it next door and they're going to buy it. And that's when I know I need to buy it. And if I can remove as many obstacles as possible for you, now our goal is to say, hey, here's our show. Here's proof of concept. And also here's the data. We've actually aired this to X amount of people and it's resonated. So we can actually pitch in other shows that have not resonated. So we don't pitch those. You know, but we can pitch this and say, of our slate, this has indexes 30% higher with black women and has more comments. Like, so now you're gonna go take that day. You not only have a show, you know who it resonates with, who to market to. So now we're not just pitching you in the dark. Like, here's a great idea, and you got to do all the heavy lifting. We've already done a lot of the heavy lifting. It's like our car broke down, but we pushed it all the way. The place is just right there. Can you help us just get from here to there?
Just get a little.
Oh yeah,
get a little bump.
That ain't the same as you on the 405 broke down and all the tires are gone. Hey man, I can't help it.
Hey, creators, listen, because that's exactly that's real.
At the same time, I appreciate you saying that. That's not to discount the other way of like pitching it to somebody.
I mean,
because you, in order to do what I do, you got to assume all the risk, and if it fails, you assume all the losses. If you pitch your show, somebody else assume the risk. You're exchanging. Because I know we get into this ownership thing, and it's like, really, it's not one thing all the time, right? Because like Quinta Brunson, her Abbott Elementary.
Shout out to Quinta.
I don't know how much money Quinta has, but it's unlikely at the moment she pitched that she had enough money to make that show
for sure.
with those people
on that type of network.
On that type of network. But after that show finishes 7, 8, 9 seasons,
you good to go.
She might have enough money to make Abbott Elementary 2, whatever that is for her. Same thing with Issa. Issa flipped the one project she sold. She flipped that into other stuff. I think a lot of times we be like, if I can't own it, I'm not doing it. That's not the. You gotta sometimes you don't have the power.
What you get.
What I learned,
where you're at when you're there.
What I learned, me and Mike learned, because we had this opportunity to pitch. I won't say the company, but we was pitching movie. They came to us and was like, "Hey, we need 3 movie ideas." So we sent like 4 or 5 back. It was like, oh, we like that tagline right there. We like that log line. So we started working with the production company that's working with the studio. As we're working with the production company, and so the first day we pitched it to the production, because they wanted to hear us like a soft pitch.
Sure.
We pitched the idea over the phone to the production. They was like, oh, well, wow. I mean, that sounds really good. We just want to tighten some things up, Tighten some things up ended up being 3-4 weeks of tightening some things up. To the point where we felt like robots spitting it. And then once we spit, they was like, oh, it's not there yet, guys. And then they didn't want to do it. Me and Mike learned from there, just give us straight to the people. Give us straight to the people. We could have said the idea straight to them, and they would have been like, we like it or we don't like it. We wasted 4 or 5 weeks going back and forth with y'all. Like, so if you got the idea, if it's fresh in your mind, spit that shit. Let it go, let it off. I was like, me and Mike was like, why do we do that? We had the whole thing. And because they put that fear in us, like, oh no, we need this. And well, executives don't like this. And you got to say that. No, give me straight to the white man. Hey, bro, listen, this is what it's going to be.
White man.
Hey, listen, it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this, da-da-da. And like, there you go.
When I'm working on something, because I own it and I'm like distributing it myself, there's nobody to talk to. But when I have somebody like I had to do helping me with notes, and his process was always like, okay, so when you're pitching this, and I'm like, remember, I'm not pitching this. Well, when he didn't realize, like, I never made something where I don't have to go pitch it, even to people in the office. I'm like, don't worry about none of that. All I need is help me make sure this is good to the people watching. The executives will like this show because they will see the finished product. Because I don't want this show specifically. I don't want people who don't know the world giving me notes.
Yeah.
Because they're going to try to make it relatable to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's not meant to be relatable to everybody.
I hate that, man.
It needs to be for the people who want to watch it.
Yep.
If there are other people like it, it's great. But this audience, black church people, people who know about black church, they'll get it.
They'll get it, yeah.
And if nobody else gets it, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm watching Sopranos right now. They are not trying to make me, a black man, understand that world.
Yeah.
They are making it true to Italian people in organized crime. Not even all Italian people.
Yeah.
Right? If you like it, you'll like it because it's authentic.
Yep.
Not because they said, well, what about black people? What are they going to like? Because black folks, we catch every stray in that show. I be like, nigga, we ain't even doing nothing. They blame all the murders on us. They kill us.
But it's a good show.
But I be like, Tony Soprano was racist.
It's a good
So
show.
it makes sense for him to be racist because he was racist. You know what I'm saying?
I
But my point is,
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
because
like,
we've been in that room where people were just like, we've been pitching Freaknik for the longest.
A movie?
Yeah. So, and I don't even know, they'll probably get mad at me I said that, but but we've been pitching that for the longest. And the amount of executives that we run in that try to give these notes of adding, maybe you can add different races in there to show how everyone works together, or add a couple more strong female characters in there, or it's like, bro, the story is in this world.
Right.
We ain't trying to change it to add in characters that don't exist in this world.
Yeah.
If we making a movie in Atlanta, Georgia, it's gonna have all black people in it.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just
be
is what it is. We don't need to add in a fake Hispanic
Like Mike
homeboy.
Mendez.
Yeah, exactly. If it's not legit to the story, and it's like,
that's
I
the
don't
thing
like
black people are
fabricated
complaining about. We're not saying we need to be in every story.
Right.
We're just saying it's like watching Seinfeld and Friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not saying a black person need to be one of y'all friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But to say that in New York,
Not
you
walking
don't see
around.
black people in
Right.
the world.
Yeah.
Right.
It's wild.
They did
You're
that
not
even-
interacting with them. Like in
Yeah.
Seinfeld, they interact with black people all the time. They're in the story, and that's all black people want. When it makes sense for us to be
when it
there,
makes sense. It's
we should
perfect.
be represented, and we shouldn't always be drug dealers and this and
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
But if you're in Atlanta, and Freaknik especially feels like Freaknik '96. I was there. I went.
It's
And
like
I was
Africa.
13. It was like they were pushing people with horses.
Yeah.
Like they were smacking butts. It was sex. It was wild.
Yeah.
So if you're making that story, you can't make that story with today's ideas
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you couldn't do Freaknik today.
Exactly.
But in 1996, you could do that.
could
And
do
there's
that.
pictures.
There's
And there's
definitely
people who
pictures.
were there.
It happened. When things have happened, you got to acknowledge it. You're just erasing history or trying to reform.
Right,
You know,
right.
I went even as far as telling this dude, I'm doing a school project. Send me your Freaknik footage.
Oh, yeah.
Authentic footage.
Yeah.
Show them. There ain't no white people in this footage. Unless they cops.
Yeah,
Right.
really true.
Black.
That's true.
So
It's very true. So we just saying, creators, do your thing.
Do your
thing,
thing,
man.
Do your thing, man.
Sink or swim. Do what you think works best.
Well, Kev, it's been a pleasure, brother.
appreciate y'all, man.
We'll have to
Like,
come
it
back
went
and
by
do
quick.
we had to do a part 2 for sure.
Absolutely.
What I respect
Heaven,
about
yes.
Kev. What I respect about Kev is I hit him December. He said, "Yeah, I'll be available last Monday in February." I
Hilarious.
said, "This boy working," and I like it. I'm here for it. And he showed up the last Monday in February. I said, "That's business."
the last day in February.
The last day, last
I had to
Monday.
get it in for the BHM.
Yeah, but that's because you got your schedule laid out. You know what you're doing.
I knew I was doing rewrites all January, and I was shooting a show for the app
Gotcha.
most of February. We
Gotcha.
just wrapped that on Saturday.
Did you already go over the app? Did you talk about the app?
Nah.
Do you want?
I mean, you can tell people to go to that.
KevOnStage Studios.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Enough. Go and look at it.
I'm sure they already know if they follow us. We all crisscross. He came and did Room Noise. We was watching Room Noise again the other day.
Yeah.
New Jack Gospel.
The New Jack Gospel
New Jack
was
Gospel,
hitting, man.
man.
It was hitting. But yeah, tell them where they can follow you, all your good stuff.
KevOnStage on everything except TikTok. It's KevOnStage TikTok because somebody stole my name before I got there. Ain't that weird? You can do with it.
That's when you
If
know
you're
you
not-
made it. When
Man.
they start making fake
Yeah.
accounts,
Before I
like,
thought I would make it, they was like, in case he come
in case he come in, let me get that.
And KevOnStage Studios on your app store, Apple, Android, Roku, Amazon. Check that out. It's a free 7-day trial. Go click around for 7 days, man. Come on, man. Check
People
us out.
use Roku. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Like a lot.
My
Because
mom
Apple
definitely
TV
uses
is just expensive.
It is
Yeah.
expensive, but
And-
Amazon, I feel like, is the next.
That too. Amazon Fire Stick, it's reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Apple
Yeah.
TV is just wild.
It's wild.
They were wilding for those prices. So yeah, they
Isn't that all their products?
Well, thank you guys for tuning into
Appreciate
another
y'all, man.
episode of Comedy Trap House. Y'all go follow Kev, and don't be on soft. Be confident. Be confident,
Be
man.
on soft.
When you walk out today, tell everybody you on soft. They're like, "What? I'm on soft. No, I'm confident out here." Let them know.
But have your beard on hard.
Yeah, have your beard on hard. But penis on soft, beard on hard. And we will see you guys next week.
appreciate y'all, man.
Peace.
Peace. Thank you, brother.